Can I do something different this episode? No. No, not that kind. Not different as in all the plant monsters instead of all of the insects. I mean different as in I want to get intimate. One thing about this channel that I like that I didn't mention last episode. I know I should say how I was going to introduce this and all that, but I'm making this different. This is going to be a bit of a change of face now. I was struggling with stuff to come up with and like history and things. And then it made me realize, as I was going between the last episode and this episode, editing the audio, if you will, you know, noise reduction, bass and treble, a compressor, and normalize the things I do to my audio. One thing I realized that I like about this channel, after doing, like, basically 2,000 videos, for all I know, this could be the 2,000th of its fate, destiny, whatever. It's probably roundabout. I don't know which one is going to be my 2,000th, but that's not the case. Oh, that's not the point here. One thing I do like about this channel that I found, especially in Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone part 19, maybe part 18, part 19, I kind of like how it brings me to kind of record certain events in my life that kind of are embedded in my brain, like things that I kind of get kept up at night by. If you want to find out what I'm talking about there, well, we'll come to that later. In fairness, like, there's one particular memory I wanted to discuss in Final Fantasy, but I'm saving that one for Final Fantasy 13, because that was our game. But like I said, I'm saving that one. This isn't going to be child-friendly. I want to, in this episode, discuss every single girl I've ever had intimate relations with, shall we say. Because here's the thing, I don't forget any of the girls. I've done a lot of boys back in the day. I'm not drunk, I've had a lot of coffee and a lot of sugar, I admit, and it is making me a bit going straight to my head. But I kind of want to talk about it, not because, like, I want to talk about, hey mate. I actually, if I did suddenly just keel over and die one day, I'd like this information, I'd like this personality, like a computer mainframe, if you will, to be kind of recorded, experiences, things I've lived. Alright, fine, fuck the goblins with their big goblins' dicks. I want to talk about the girls I've been with in that way. Because I remember their name, I keep a list of them on my phone, which is sad. But, you know, again, I don't want to forget a single girl I've met because they've all been enchanting and mischievous in their own way. But, you know, like I said, I like the idea of having certain experiences of me on this channel so they won't be lost to time entirely. No one's exactly going to try and dig up this information, so it's not like I'm letting the world know my secret, unless I know this video goes viral on some shit. No, this is Mrjacharles' sexual history. Really shouldn't be talking about that on this channel, but again, no one's gonna find it. No one ever does. Okay. Thus far, as of the 2nd of April 2023, I've had 14 girls I've had intimate relationships with. The first one has actually been featured on this channel. Her name was Jodie. Jodie Sinead on YouTube. She was quite cool. I remember seeing her the first time in the classroom. Like, we were doing the same sociology class together at Exeter College. And I instantly wanted to get to know her because she seemed like a nerd. And I don't know, if I was gonna lose my virginity with a girl, I wanted it to be someone I had interest with as opposed to, you know, ultra attractive model type. So we really hit, I began with saying, hey, that's a nice Doctor Who shirt you got. And then we just started talking more because apparently she was also trying to find friends. Then one thing led to another. We did a certain political game together on YouTube. And we actually, the first time I ever did it with a lady was on the bed in that Exeter room. You know, where I did Resident Evil 4 and all that? Yep, that's the first time. That must have been, what? 6 years ago? How old am I now? Yeah, I suppose I would have been 21-ish. About that, but that was my first girl. That you could even view her. Imagine that. I'm giving you the experience of being able to see who it was that I first did it with. Second girl. Her name was Carla. Now, summer of 19. Yeah, that's right. I was traveling the UK. Where is that fucking port city? I need to know. I don't know where I'm going! No, I don't want a Sasquatch. I've got millions of I stole them in my suitcase. Go away. Okay, so I need to try and put the game content in as well. Right. I was going around the UK, and I just finished being in Stratford-upon-Avon watching Shakespeare plays. It was, I think All's Well That Ends Well, maybe Much Ado About Nothing, and some kind of like 17th, 18th century French play about some girl obsessed with mirrors and shit. Yeah, but I found a girl on POF, and her name was Carla. Proper dyke-looking girl, shaved head, a little bit chubby, but again into nerdy stuff. And we were really into each other. Jesus Christ. I'm not even doing this as a dare. I'm doing this because I want this recorded somewhere if I suddenly get assassinated. I'm not letting these girls get forgotten. She was pregnant. She was pregnant. And she wasn't with anyone. I wasn't doing any cheating stuff. But, yep, we did it. We did it. Oh, what am I doing all the way over there? I just need to find the fucking port. Is it definitely over there, right? Okay, so I need to go there. But I need to... Oh, fuck's... Right, fine. I guess we're going back again. Fine, good, I like that. Maybe I just travel down the stream or some shit. Yeah, we did it. And then, I was in Hook Norton. It's a village in the middle of nowhere, and I had to get a bus to get there in the first place. No, just let me... Oh, fuck's sake, of course I can't just go down. So, we did our thing, and then she said, oh, we should go to the pub for a drink. We make our way to the pub. 2 minutes outside the pub, she's like, alright, I think I'll say goodbye to you now. And I was like, oh, great, but I'm stranded. And then she's like, yeah. Well, bye. And then that was my second girl I did. She left me in the middle of nowhere. And if it weren't for the last bus at 5:30, leaving the village, taking me, I think, back to Birmingham. It was either Stratford-upon-Avon or Birmingham at the time. Well, I would have been fucked and sleeping on the street because the pub, even though it had an inn and a room spare, didn't actually have a room spare because it was already taken. Really shit. Really shit stuff. Third girl, blonde girl called Jana, who unfortunately we were friends with for a while. And then I kind of got cheeky and tried getting her involved in an affair, and then we stopped talking to each other. I miss Jana, actually. She was nice. I might have already mentioned her on this channel. Seems a bit deja vu-y to me for some reason. But yeah, she was a nice blonde girl in Plymouth. Again, nerdy. We had bubble tea together and went to a Japanese restaurant. Then went back to hers and just did it casually. I only met her once. We talked a lot on, that was another POF date, which was, alright, I suppose. She was fun. I really wish I saw her more, but unfortunately, I think I might have got involved with a relationship or just too busy with studies. Didn't end up much. Anyway, moving on. Would have liked to have dated Jana, though. Jana was a really cool girl. I miss her. But yeah. Next girl. Her name was Sophia. And she was a girl that I worked with at Miller & Carter. And I mistreated her. Nothing physical or brutal. I'm not a domestic abuser. Not in a million years. But I was a bit rough with her during the proceedings. And again, nothing illegal, but I kind of scared her off a bit. Like, we were really funny with each other. We had a few good dates, actually. We went to Dartmouth together. She was very funny at work because she knew she could kind of like control me a bit because, you know, we were kind of an item at work. The gay kid, Rob, was making fun of us for, you know, she's going to be the future Mrs. Charles, and that was funny. But unfortunately, one day she left and she blocked me on Facebook and she never spoke to me again. And then one time in Turtle Bay, I saw she was working because, you know, she was still an extra and all that. And I tipped a waitress there and said, look, can you just say, if I give you this tip, can you just say from Mr. Charles, I'm sorry. And that's the last I ever saw her, and she still has not replied to this day. Hey, you know what? I wanted something different. I mean, heck, this video could be taken down. If it is, so be it. Who cares? Am I going the right way? Probably not, but no, I'm fucking not. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, zoom in. That's really gonna help. Can we maybe teleport? Can we Skyrim this? No? Okay, then. Oh, who's the next girl? Okay, next girl was kind of a pushover. Her name was Ellie. I think she was just a music student. POF came around my house, had terrible teeth, like all of them fallen out. Look, I was in university, okay, and finding a girl in Exeter, not easy, not fun. You have to be a stud or have 6-digit figures, okay? So I wasn't really spoiled for choice. I tried, like, you know, actually getting to know her and stuff, and unfortunately, well, didn't work out. We did it once, and then apparently I wasn't that impressive. And then she just never spoke to me again. Although I found her on Puff a few times, she just really wouldn't have any of it. Very nice of her, very, very sweet. Ooh, next girl. Her name was Jen. This is number 6. I hope you're keeping track. I was over the moon about Jen. Proper owl-eyed glasses, the circular rim Harry Potter ones. Really into Asian culture. She actually got me into K-pop for the first time. And you know what the worst thing was? She lived with me. I was at room, I think it's 3A upstairs, first floor. And she was on the ground floor at room 2. And, well, it started with just, she knew I was into Asian stuff, Japanese culture. And she gave me some Japanese sweets. And I was like, hey, do you want to have some... I've got a spare bottle of a small Prosecco. Do you want to maybe share it? And we started off there. And actually, like, she would have been the perfect partner for me. Oh my god, like, I would have taken that relationship so seriously. It wasn't like one of those things where, like, the second girl, Carla, got dumped. It wasn't like that random music student. I genuinely had feelings for her. And even the people we lived with during the COVID lockdown, like, knew I was really infatuated with her. But it was all down to her when we'd meet. And really, we only ended up seeing each other or being able to do stuff every few weeks because she was always working at a hotel, I was always studying and stuff. And even when we were locked down and stuff, she never really took the time to speak to... Where's... Oh god, I've gone in a circle. Okay, but I can at least see... Okay, so I just go round. Okay, let's just fucking go round. I'm not messing around anymore. Okay, cool. In the end, she stopped talking to me, and I think because around after COVID, maybe slightly before it completely ended altogether, she had a Chinese friend round, or Asian. I'm pretty sure it was Chinese though. And by that time, I knew that they were a couple, because on the WhatsApp photo, they were together and clearly in a relationship. She never took the moment to say that she wasn't interested. She always kept trying to lead me on. I tried comforting her, I tried being a gentleman and all that. And for being a gentleman, I got what gentlemen deserved. Kicked to the curb. And I still miss her, to be honest. Like, there's a few girls that I do, but I really miss things could have been a bit more eventful with her. Like, maybe we could have gone, like, a nice dinner date or something. But no! Not that one. Hey, you get bad ones. You get ones that, you know, really are sour. Now, can I remember off the top of my head? You know, I actually sing a song to try and remember the names. Jodie, Carla, Jana, Sophia, Ellie, Jen. Precious. That was her name. Precious Lane. I know, funny, don't laugh. She was a girl in Bristol. Another POF day. She was actually my first black girl. I know, I mean, that sounds awkward, but I only say that because... Yeah, you know, sensitive subject and all that. She was so good. She was so good. And she was up for a relationship, but at that point, I was just messing around because I wasn't ready. Hey, I was recovering from Jen, okay? So, I ghosted her, which wasn't very nice of me. But she was a nice girl, unfortunately, and I tried meeting up with her again. She was like, no, you're not doing that because you messed around with me, and that wasn't very good of you. So I got what I deserved. God, can I keep going? Judy Colstar, Sophia and Jen, Precious. No, I can remember ones like afterwards, but I don't want to remember the afterwards ones. Number 8 was Stacy, Ginger Girl. She was in Barnstable. Oh, I wish we could have been a thing. I wish. I remember, like, she was really into Monster Hunter. And, like, when we first met and stuff, I thought it was a match made in heaven. Like, oh my god. Gingers are the best. They're the best. I can see why Rick and Morty made the love interest Jessica being a ginger, because oh my god. Oh! She was stunning. Still kind of had that kind of chubby look that comes with most British girls, unfortunately, especially the ones I go for. However, oh, I wish we could have been in a relationship. Met once, and then she didn't really want to meet again. We kept chatting, we kept saying, hey, maybe we'll go to Pizza Hut one day and have a date. Didn't fucking happen, because it never fucking does. You know what made it the best? Again, really hoping that I don't get taken down by YouTube for this. I remember doing it, and there were like tons of like teddies of orcas and stuff. It was like a proper like, not a girl's room or anything, but there were loads of teddies on the double bed, and it was like probably one of my favourite actually doing it over the time. And then unfortunately, apparently, it was a bit rough for her, so I had to stop. So I guess, you know, maybe it was extra fun for me and not so much for her. Moving on! Oh God, I can't believe I'm doing this. I want this preserved. I want this archived. This isn't just because, oh, I want to prove how much of a man I am. I want this to be here if I die. This is my, this is my equivalent of leaving a will, I guess. God. I'm actually cringing over this. But it's fine! I'm doing it! I'm not being too inappropriate. I'm just talking about experiences that matter to me. Where the fuck do I go to get to the fucking... what's the place even called? I don't remember. Was it Altair? Probably. Okay, it's just across the river. Or the lake or whatever. Number 9 was... Oh, her name was Ellie. She was a cleaner at a school. She was over the moon about me. She was also another Barnstable girl. Wasn't much of a looker for me though. And as much as I really did work to get her over Badoo, that one, she was a nice enough girl. You know, she had a really good taste of films actually. Like I remember watching like King Kong and Beetlejuice and all that. She never actually finished the films. We'd always get like halfway through, then she'd change it. I'd be like, great, well I was enjoying that, but I guess not. We did it. It was. But nah, she just wasn't my type, I suppose, and then I chose to end that one maturely. And we remained friends. Actually, we remained friends so much that I actually tried blocking her a few times. Because I was like, no, I can't be arsed with these constant conversations, even though we're exes. Number 10. Another girl I was infatuated over, and my second black girl. Her name was Jasmine Bush, and she was also married. For the sake of religion and stuff, I shouldn't have done that. However, she wasn't with the guy. She was getting divorce proceedings. And, well, it was another kind of Jen case. We got along. We had some really good dates, though. I'll say that. Our first time was at a Hungry House. Really good burgers there. Loved that. I kind of want to keep going, but I'm at the place I need to be at now. That's fine. We even stayed at a hotel. We got a bottle of scotch together and watched anime. She actually got me into Food Wars, which was a bloody brilliant anime. See, this is the thing. If I ever do get a wife, which I don't think is going to happen, because as much as I have found enchanting girls in my lifetime, I just don't think there's any left. They all want the same thing, which is a marriage. Another time. Unfortunately, we had 2 amazing dates, and then apparently she was like, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling it. And then I was like, great, cool. Week later, she was with this blonde prick. And they're still together. Like, that must have been... well, for you 2024 guys, it was in 2021, so 3 years ago for you guys, about that. She was a really nice girl. Might not be 2021, actually. She's so beautiful. Oh my god, so beautiful. Really nice. Really shouldn't be going into detail about that, but you know, that was number 10. Number 11, oh god, I'm really racking it now. Her name was Emma Knox, and she was friend of Ellie, number 9. We had a little thing, we were going to do like a double date, but Ellie's date didn't turn up, so it was just me and Emma that kind of had a thing. Had a little sleepover, and it was good. It was good, but then afterwards she insisted staying up until like 5 AM. And she had the worst phone charger ever, because it was a phone charger with a flashing wire that flashed red and blue whenever it was charging. And, well, I couldn't get any sleep. And I thought she wasn't impressed with me. She was like, oh, you know what? She called Ellie in and she's like, oh, you know what? Well, guess what? We're going to be in a relationship. And I was like, no, we're not! Because I'm not going to be... You the fucking worst night ever. And I kind of regret that because I did genuinely enjoy the doing it, but I didn't enjoy not getting any sleep. Oh god, where the fuck is the castle? I'm not even trying to delay things. I'm trying to remember where anything is. No, this is the... What, actually, wasn't it in across the... Yeah, it was okay. I remember this shit. Right. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Number 12 was... Was it Kate? No, it couldn't have been Kate. I don't think... No, number 12 was Hannah. Another girl I was infatuated with, but she kept dumping me every few weeks, so week or two we'd date, she'd dump me, then again date, dump. Oh my god, I wish I had her my wife. Oh my god. She was I was I was obsessed. Her name was Hannah. But unfortunately, she never stayed with me. She never, like, actually kept things going. We were both into EastEnders and Coronation Street at the time, and we both had a knack for fast food. But in the end, like, I ended up dating Katie, number 13, main girl, who I miss a lot, and we've been friends ever since. And then she found another guy, and then they end up getting married, and that's a bit devastating. But to be fair, I suppose this time it wasn't my fault. I did my best, and it wasn't good enough. Now, Katie was a special girl. Let's continue with the story. The Empire also suffered heavy losses at the Battle of Finn. They're building the Dreadnought in Bath to help compensate for their losses. Ask. Mithril. Please lose no time and bring back the Mithril. Item. Where's my Mithril? Where the fuck is it? It's over yonder. You found the Mithril. Now we'll be able to fight the Empire on equal terms. Please take the Mithril to Tobal, the town blacksmith. I'm certain he'll be able to use it to make some magnificent weapons. Okay, I guess, well, I've got time for that. Yeah, Kate was the best relationship-wise. I'm not going to comment on the sex. I mean, it was good. It was good. But, you know, I'm not going to go into detail. To be fair, I think Katie was the first time I had a girl and we could actually develop our relationship. Because all the girls I had beforehand were either so crap they weren't worth my time, or so good, but they actually just lost interest in me because apparently I was an inadequate human being. But Katie actually, she took me to all the places I always wanted to go. She really got me into cats, which is the thing I didn't know I needed in my life. And we just have such an intimate, we still do have an intimate relationship, to be honest. I mean, we're not together anymore, and she's hoping to find someone that will stay with her and be a husband. I'm not ready for any of that. I don't know. I mean, I'm at that kind of beginning of Romeo and Juliet when Romeo's just like, oh, the world fucking sucks, waiting for that bright light to kind of shine upon my life. But I just don't see it happening anytime soon. But yeah, I've got to admit, Katie, of all of them, all 14 girls, she's by far the most special because she was a friend that stuck by me, and none of the other girls could do that. Or like keep my interest anyway. Doesn't it make sense that the blacksmith would be in a bit with a sword, or even the shield bit? Probably. Oh, and number 14, I think her name's Ngok. She was actually like a month or so ago. Vietnamese girl, she seemed nice enough, but she really irritated me because despite trying to get a relationship, she's still expecting me to buy stuff for her and pay her to like travel places. So, and I kind of thought because we'd been in a relationship, you know, I'd buy food for her and stuff and be nice, and in exchange she'd give me a few gifts once in a while. But no, apparently I was a commodity for her, so I dumped her as soon as we did it. And that's all of my 14 girls. Definitely going to be taken down by YouTube. Not looking forward to that. But I wanted that to be recorded in my life if I happen to disappear somewhere. If, perchance, maybe there's one fan of this like channel that maybe wants to scour the internet, scour for all the videos and all that, well, now you know a very intimate side of my life. Maybe I've already done this before, I wouldn't be surprised. But I suppose it doesn't help to keep records up to date. Right, before I do finish, can I talk to a blacksmith? Is the blacksmith even fucking here? Or have I just been an idiot and gone the wrong way? I've probably gone the wrong way. Okay, well, I'm not stopping here. I'm getting this shit done now. Oh, there's the okay, are you the fellow blacksmith? Well, you want me? I'm just an old man. Well, you're not, because you fucking revealed yourself to being I'm actually a trickster. But okay, ho-ho, that's Mithril. I've been waiting for the chance to work this metal for as long as I can remember. Alright, leave the rest to me. Swords, armor, you name it, I'll start pounding it out. It's been too long since I let my hammer ring. Good. Is that mission done then? Can I move on to the next thing? The next stage of my life? Can I get a nice girlfriend that'll actually look after me and care about me? You can buy the equipment I made over at the shop counter. This will keep my hands full, I tell you that. Alright, cool, great. I mean, good, great, I mean, have we got any, none of this looks like Mithril. How about you, good sir? Mithril? Okay, we got Mithril. I suppose I might as well invest. Don't think I'm gonna get anything for Minwoo or whatever his name is, but everyone else can get shit. You need one, and I need an axe as well, but we don't have an axe, so I guess I get you a mace. Should I get a mace? No, fuck it, I'm gonna get a mace. Get a mace, I'm also gonna get a spear and see if fucking bitch tits wants the spear, but she probably doesn't, knowing her, because she's an asshole. Right, equipment, optimal, good. Equipment, optimal. Okay, what if I try and equip the fucking mithril spear? Optimal. What is the fine, you can have that then, you piece of shit. Optimal. What about the mace? The mace that increases your attack! No, okay, okay. Don't understand this game or its mechanics at all. Alright, before I do end the episode, I know I made this one extra long, but this one is a special episode, to be honest. This is I don't know why it's special, but it is. It's a Sunday night, I've got work tomorrow. I want to make the best of it. What has good old Queenie here got for me now? The Dark Knight overseeing the Dreadnought's construction was most capable. Fortunately for us, he's tending to other matters now. The theft of the Mithril has likely knocked the Empire off balance. I would like you to journey to Bask. Oh yeah, we went there before. Okay, that's easy. If we're to stop the Dreadnought from being completed, this may be our only chance. Okay, that's going to be easy. We've already been there. So we go there, have a boss battle, and everything's going to be hunky-dory. Well, you know what? If you sat through all this, thank you for enjoying that personal part of my life. I mean, again, I don't do YouTube for money or fame. I suppose I do enjoy seeing other people's channels and stuff, but I think I've found out over the years that YouTube is a personal endeavor. It's something for a bit of self-pleasure. And if there's people there that enjoy the channel too, well, hey, thank you for that. That's really good. But, you know, the days of fame and fortune on YouTube like that, doing a gaming channel per se, long gone, unfortunately. But, well, especially for guys that play retro games like these, eh? What a loser. Alright. Thank you for sticking by. If you want to play the game yourself and see if you can beat Final Fantasy 2, become the final champion in the fantasy. Mixing words there. There'll be a link to the game in the description down below. And without further ado, look up for books, subscribe to your channel. Until next time, thanks.